Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're one of my 2 subscribers. Um, I realize it has been a hot minute since I have sewn anything or come on here um, and sewed anything with you guys, so I apologize. It's just been a little bit crazy between work and home life and all that stuff. So just because I haven't been sharing doesn't mean I haven't been sewing. So I thought that I would share with you some of the things that I've made when I wasn't filming. So, number one is this Kindle Plop. Isn't she cute? I made two, one in this and one in Stitch. So, ideally, it would be for your phone or Kindle, is what it was what it was made for. Pin Cut Sew was who I got this pattern from. Actually, all 3 things I'm going to show you are all from Pin Cut Sew. So, but it does also, we're not even going to notice that. You can hold like your Switch. Look how cute that is. So your phone or whatever, right? Super cute. Fantastic. I'll put these off to the side. Give me a second. Second were these mason jar cozies. Now this is a large size. I made a bunch of the large size because I have like large ones. And I did go buy Insel Bright for them, but you could use batting. I did make some with batting and they work just fine. Anyway, super cute. And then a cup cozy. This was a paid pattern. This is a free pattern, and she puts this one on a video. It's a video tutorial. You can also support her and buy the pattern if you would like, but you don't have to. You can just follow the video. This one you do need the pattern for. This is on her blog. I've made a couple of these. I have a hard time because mine, as you see, just do not fit. And I don't know if it's me. It's probably me because I feel like it is me. Anyway, it's a me problem, but they're still cute. I bought some Peltex for that. So, yay for me. So, today I'm going to sew with y'all. I'm going to get that out of the way. Cotton cuts. I'm behind. So, this is clue number 3, but we're going to do clue number 2 in the Freebird. There'll be 2 videos, Freebird and Rosefinch is the colorways that I'm doing. So this video is going to be Freebird. Anyway, I don't know if the rest of you have been feeling any kind of way, and hopefully you can hear me okay. I have my microphone on, but my fan is so hot in here. I have my fan going. I don't know if you see like the posters moving and stuff, but yeah, it's pretty hot today. It is Saturday, April 12th, as I'm filming this. It's record store day, and it's almost 8 o'clock tonight on this Saturday. And we went out. So me, my oldest daughter, her husband, and then my youngest daughter went to go camp out in Santa Fe. We live in New Mexico, and there is a record store there that participates, and he's very nice, and he always gets a lot of Taylor. So obviously, right, like we're Taylor Swift fans. We went to the Eras tour. I have a lot of her merch. My daughters love her. It's a whole thing. But anyway, so we, and I cannot, I'm a full disclosure with you guys. I somewhere have lost my little silver bowl, which has all of my other fabric, my white fabric. I have my dark colors for my quilt on the side, but I in fact cannot find my silver bowl. Don't ask me where it is, because the last place I seen it was downstairs, and now it is not there. It has walked away. Anyway, back on track. So every record store day that Taylor releases something, we camp out. The first year we went was 2023, and we camped out at 1 o'clock. We got there like 1:30. We were first in line. Okay, I just want you to remember that. We were first in line. Okay. And then, so this year we're like, oh, no big deal. We'll be okay. We can definitely camp out and we'll be fine. It'll be fine. So we do. We get out there. There's already 20 people there. My son-in-law goes up and he finds out that basically somebody has been there since 9 p.m. that night. So I'm like, cool, awesome, great. I love it. Yay. So we we were a little bummed, but the record store had 60 plus 72. When I talked to the kids behind us, he had called and they had 72 of the Taylor Swift 7-inch vinyls and only 2 of the Wickeds. And the poor kid in front of us, he wanted Wicked. And the very first person that went in the store bought it. The first customer, the 9 p.m. right? I was like, oh, poor kid. So anyway, he did not get his, but he wound up getting some other cool stuff too. So that's fine. And so yeah, so we're there, right? And we get there 1:00 and we're like, shoot, we're already late. Like, crap. Fantastic. Great. Whatever. We're all upset. Not upset, but like more worried that we were going to miss out on, the vinyls that we wanted. So for the record, I wanted Taylor, of course. All of us wanted Taylor, and it's one per person. So we were okay on that. And I wanted the Gracie Abrams, The Story of Us. My youngest daughter wanted my machine's doing something a little weird. Okay. She wanted interesting. Fleetwood Mac and okay, that's great. My machine's like, you cannot talk and do this. Anyway, and then she wanted Taylor, of course, and also Biba Doobie. And so we get up there and we're like, I don't remember how many, like I said, we're about 20th in line. We stay up all night. I got a couple cat naps in between. My youngest daughter crashed out. She took a whole sleep, passed out in the chairs. And the worst part about record store day is everybody freaking asking you, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Records? What is that? What do you mean, like records? And you're just like, yeah, records, dude. Like, music, vinyls, etc. And they're, oh, look, I said I didn't know where my silver bowl was. Okay. Anyway, we're not going to talk about it. And I'm just like, am I in a twilight zone? Like people do not understand what record store day is. So anyway, we are, constantly having to explain to people all the time, and it just gets old. And it's like drunk city because it's 2 a.m. There's literally a bar right on the corner. And so everybody's coming out and they're like, what are you guys doing out here? What's happening? Blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And it's just like so annoying, so frustrating all the time because people are just like in shock that you would sit outside for records. And I'm like, broskies, you guys spent $300 tonight drinking and you're not going to have anything to show for it. So like, what is, you went to work, got off, and came to the club and we're crazy? Like, okay. But no judgment because I never did that, but other people in my family or my life have. So I just never was able to. I had kids really young. But anyway, so yeah, so for me, the worst part about record store day is just the constant like questions. And then once they leave, it's really quiet and you're just chilling out there waiting and like sleeping, watching your phone, listening, whatever, stretching, walking, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, we survived. We made it. We are better for it. And we all got everything we wanted. I wound up finding a Journey to Fearless DVD for my oldest. we have one. I found it at the thrift store before Taylor, I think, went on tour. I wound up finding it. And so I was lucky enough to find one for her. I paid about $4 for it, give or take. And yeah, it was a good time. It's a good time to be had by everybody. So anyway, if you participated in Record Store Day, let me know. You can put it down in a comment. Or if you have never, or you're like curious about it, I'm happy to discuss it. As long as you're not drunk and like 2 inches from my face and asking me, what are you doing? Records? Like music? I think my favorite was we're standing there. It's 8:45ish. Everybody has packed up their chairs and all of their stuff, right? Like we're ready to go into the store. Ready, prepared. Been up all night. Okay, tired, cold, whatever. And this lady comes up, and I'm not kidding you. She goes, "What are y'all doing out here?" Right? Not an unusual question that happens all the time. And so we're like, "It's Record Store Day." Huh? And before, I think what really gets me is like before you can even finish your sentence, they're going, "What?" And it's like, well, let me finish my thought. And so then you tell them, and then they're like, "Records?" Same questions all the time. Records? What do you mean? Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. And so then she goes with a straight face, "I don't think y'all are going to fit in that store." I mean, yes, you are correct, Jan. We're not. It's a small store, okay? The store is teeny. It's this little store. He does about 20 at a time. I really like it. For the record store is called Lost Padres Records, and it's a great little indie store. He has it very organized. He keeps here's a block on the side. If anybody's curious, absolutely nobody is, so it's fine. But he keeps it very organized, and he sprinkles his Record Store Day stuff like around the store, so nobody's like bumping up to other people, or you're not all like looking in the one area and nobody can get what they want, right? And he does. One second. Sorry. So he doesn't do he doesn't kind of make you look all around for everything or anything like that, right? Like everything is super duper organized. It is ready to go. It's fantastic. I love it. I love going to his store for Record Store Day. There is a store in Albuquerque that we could go to, but they do it differently. They do like a number system. They don't have as much tailor as the other store does. And to be honest, the time I called 2 years ago when we participated, and I was like, "Hi," and I was like, full disclosure, I understand you're probably sick of this question, but are you guys getting Taylor's Long Con Studio? Blah blah blah. And he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to camp out because people get here early." Like he was just really rude. So I was like, "Okay." And it's downtown. And I'm sure, as everybody else in the free world knows about Albuquerque, right? Like, Albuquerque's not super fantastic, super safe currently, and I'm not down to like get my face chewed off. So we said we'll go up there, and it worked out because now we went back, so that was great. But and it's just a little bit safer in Santa Fe, and there's a lot of people go, but I do feel like in Albuquerque it's like a little bit different. So we just always go up to Santa Fe. So if you're ever here, you should go check out that record store and give him a hi. I think his name is George, is the owner. He's a very chill, cool guy. And he has a lot of media records, used records, and CDs, DVDs, VHSs, tapes, cassettes, all that good stuff. The best part of it is that he literally has like a freaking DJ. I'm not even joking. There's a DJ. It's 9 a.m. and my dude is bumping. Not last year. I keep saying last year. It was not, in fact, last year. It was 2 years ago. He was playing freaking polka music at 8 a.m. when he got to the store. And I was like, "Sir, It is 8 a.m. What are we doing? But no, he's really chill. So anyway, everybody got what they were looking for, and it was a fun time. A lot of cool stuff happened. The club got out, and these idiots who were driving, crotch rockets, literally, they were not motorcycles. Okay, these were crotch rockets. They were just like revving their engine. And I'm sitting there trying to talk to my son in law and my daughter. And I was like, and then he just is like, and he's like, okay, I could do that too. And yeah, I'm like, broski, it is not that serious. So anyway, they went, I want to make sure I'm looking at this right. Yeah. So they were revving their engines, and for the record, they were parked across the street, which was a crystal shop, and they had this big like front like porch area, so they all parked there, so they didn't have to pay, or I don't know why, because bikes, motorcyclists sometimes think they can do whatever they want. Not all, but some. And so anyway, they're revving their engines, and these are loud. Like, it is so loud. It's like Waking the Dead loud. Anyway, they rev their engines so loud that I think it set off, it rattled the windows and it set off the security. And the freaking cops came, like 4 cop cars just roll up, sirens, lights, the whole shebang. Get out, like, cop walk in and everything. And it was crazy. It was crazy. So we at least had some. Even the cops were like, what are you guys doing out here? Are you guys protesting? I just crack up. I crack up that people like don't understand the concept of record store day. And I'm just like, some of these people are not that old, because I remember having to go sit outside, camp outside for tickets, for concert tickets. That's how you used to get concert tickets pre-sale, was that you sat outside of a store, a record store, a music store, Sam Goody, Tower, whatever, right? And buy your tickets. That's when you would camp out, and you would sit out there for days to be first in line to buy your tickets. And I just feel like it's a lost art of people with this digital age. And now instead, we camp out online in the comfort of our own home instead of camping out, at a physical location. Um, but truthfully, it's all in good fun. It's a great time. It's pretty safe. And typically, there are a ton of people. So, like, if you're thinking about doing it, do it. If there's something you want. If you don't, you don't have to. But I would recommend it. So, anyway, that was a good time. There's one piece. I'm gonna set that aside for right now. I'm not running out of space, but I'm just not utilizing my space very effectively. Let me put these in this. And I'm sorry, you guys are like on the world's jankiest freaking tripod, because again, my big tripod takes up too much of a footprint, and this is like this little selfie lamp. I hope the lighting's okay. It's 8 o'clock, so the sun is gone, and I don't have a ring light anymore, and I took the lamp, so hopefully you guys can see. Okay, so a small B triangle to a small A. So anyway, that was my Friday night, Saturday night. My boss is so cute, because she's like, get some rest. And I was like, I can't. It's record store day. And she's like, I remember you did that one year. And I was like, I did. I'm doing it again. So I'm pretty stoked. Also, work's not bad. When I say like not bad, like it's not, but like goodness, I feel like my commute is just terrible lately. Like, it's the same commute, nothing has changed, but I do feel a lot of time I'm doing that wrong. I did it wrong. Hold on. This way. Good Lord. There we go. Y'all, I can't get it together. Okay. I just feel like some days are just draining. I don't know. I'm ready to. I wish my commute was shorter. It used to only be 30 minutes, but we moved places, we moved locations, we've been there about a year and a half, and I don't know. There's construction. We live way out, like in the middle of nowhere. Um, it takes forever to get home. Once I get off the freeway, it's 20 minutes until I get home, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So anyway, some days I just don't feel like it. To me, what really kills me is to like for sewing is cutting, and I wish I would take more time to prep my cutting so I could just come and sew, but sometimes it's just not possible. So anyway, that's why there haven't been, and I apologize because to my viewers, my two lovely people, I haven't made any videos. Well, that's not true. I made a video and I'm not going to post it only because it's like just weird. I'm making the Dorothy quilt, which if you are on my TikTok, you saw I did a small live with it too. So I was making the video and my phone ran out of storage. I actually don't even know if I have enough storage. I'm gonna have to check. Anyway, my phone ran out of storage and I was like, ah, crud. So I was like, oh well, I'll just finish it on live or whatever. So we went on live, but like halfway through my video, my youngest daughter joins me and she's sitting over there. We talked about all kinds of stuff. It was like the most chaotic little yap and so in the whole world. And we just like yapped about, I don't know, everything under the sun. And so, yeah, so that video will probably never see the light of day. And originally, I had another video lined up um, for my third video, which was going to be the Happy to Meet You table banner. And I have not finished cutting for that because I've just ran out of steam when I was cutting it. It's not a lot of pieces, but I just didn't. So then I was going to do the Dorothy quilt as my third video, and then that didn't happen. And so now I'm here and I'm just doing the cotton cuts puzzle mystery quilt. I want to make another. I want to do the Riley Blake tabletop monthly banners. I want to do that one. Also, um my daughter bought a pattern called the basic glitch quilt that we're going to make together. And so I want to sew that with you guys. It is the coolest pattern that I have ever seen. So I'm like super excited. I already have all the fabric for it. And also, you should know this too. Sorry, vocal stems in the way. Also, my husband commissioned me to make a quilt for his coworker, which is fine. And the pattern that they chose involves paper piecing, which I don't like, mostly because I don't know how to do it. And so I've been like fighting not doing it. I did I bought the fabric this Friday. I bought Thursday or Friday. I wound up buying the fabric for it. So I will probably do a video on that as well. Because if I gotta suffer through paper piecing, y'all gonna suffer with me. Um, we gonna figure it out together. But yeah, so anyway, there's that. Ooh, I don't know why those dog ears came out. Probably because I'm crooked. So. And I hope this angle is okay. I don't think y'all can see what I'm doing. I should maybe raise you up, maybe. Ooh, I just destroyed that. Pause. I'm gonna raise it up. Okay, we're back. We're at a higher angle. Hopefully it looks better. You can see what I'm doing. I would try the other way, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play around with it until I figure out the angle that works best. So anyway. Hot. It's that iron gets so hot. Like crazy hot, crazy how hot it gets. Um I don't my flippin' Rowena is spitting all over me lately. I don't know what her problem is. Rowena or Rowenta, Lord. Um I don't I don't want the regular I never know how to say Alicio because I figure for $200 I'm gonna get the steam one from Rowenta with the external steamer just because I'm also like trying not to get into the frame too much. Don't nobody want to see tired me. We came home and we slept like I said, we did have a couple naps. So this is what this one looks like. It's pretty. We had a couple naps, but still tired, right? And I still went to work on Friday. DNA. I went to work on Friday anyway, like normal. So there's that, and I should have brought my little tape, my little cutter, because nope, um, my little cutter, my little mat, so that I don't have to fight with this. I don't have to fight with this. Um, so I came home. I took a small nap, a couple hours. I should have really like slept from like 7 to 11, but I wound up sleeping from 9 to like 11, and then we wound up going driving up to Santa Fe. It takes about 45 minutes from where we live. So, uh, but yeah. I feel so bad on record store day for like the baristas at Starbucks. So we went to, first of all, I also look like a homeless hobo person because I'm there in like sweatpants, my freaking Uggs. I have a hat on because it's cold and not just like a beanie, okay, but like a freaking, I had my daughter's stinging little cat beanie that she got from Hot Topic. So I'm looking great. Okay. I'm looking like a regular human being. And I'm wearing my big old work jacket, which is like a Carhartt style jacket because it's cold. And so I'm doing that, right? Look fantastic. And everybody and their mother is asking the baristas as if the baristas know or care. Like these poor people are just trying to get their work done, right? And they're just like, what's going on out there? Blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And I'm just like, y'all leave them girls alone. Like they do not care. And so I tell the guy because he asks, right? He's like, what's going on? And I was like, well, it's record store day, right? Again, here we are, freaking yappity yapping. And he looks at the barista and he's like, well, there you go. Now you know. And she just looks at me and I'm like, I'm sorry. And so I just go in and the whole reason I was there was because I had to use the restroom. So I order my food and I get my daughter her cake pop and we go to the bathroom and there's a bunch of people sitting there, waiting. They're all from record store day or like just regular people just like hanging out or whatever. But I'm just cracking up because I'm like, dude, nobody cares. What happened to my other one? Where did that one go? Broskies, I literally just lost my other triangle. Where is it? I don't even remember ironing it. I'm gonna have to watch the footage back. Dude, for real, where did it? I'm I'm going crazy, yo. Okay, hold please. Okay, I found it. I had to watch my video because I was like, where did I leave that? Okay, I'm going to try some more. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about. I just literally went back to watch my video because I was like, where did I put this? This did not just disappear into thin air. It kind of did. I'm sorry, I keep moving you guys. I'm just trying to find a good angle. where you can maybe see my ironing. I'm sorry, it's getting real bumpy in here. Okay, those go over there. So anyway, I've already forgotten where I was at. I apologize. I apologize. My story is gone. Actually, all that just to say, I think I have to go get my mat because this mat here is just not it, guys. Oh, and I broke 2 nails while I was out there. Don't ask me how I did it because I have no clue. Broke this one and this one. So that's great for me. Love that for me. That's fantastic. I've been breaking nails left and right lately, to be honest, to tell you the truth. At least I feel like I have. Okay, so that's like this. And then, oh. Ooh, I ironed it the wrong way. I have learned with cotton cuts that you should iron how they tell you because they try really hard to make sure all your seams nest, but also sometimes there still is a lot of bulk. Oh, I haven't even told you guys. I still have not finished my other one. Maybe I'll do that one on camera too. We'll see. See how long this video freaking takes. For the record, that was hot. As a recap, I'm doing large and small. So I'm doing the Freebird is in large and the Grossfinch is in small. So that's what those are the 2 I'm doing. And my Tim Holtz I'm behind on as well. I have not done a single one. I don't even know what I'm owed. I think I'm owed like orange. But yeah. Oh, so if you watched my last video where I showed the upcoming, like this clue, right, and showing you guys all that stuff, and I was like, I don't have my mystery clue, not my mystery. What was it? The block of the month. So I emailed and I was like, hey, like, did you guys stop doing this? Or like, what's happening? And they were so nice. They mailed me one. So that was great. So I do have it. I actually have to go find it. I think it's downstairs. And so I haven't checked. I have clue 3 here because I'm going to try to get those done today too, or tonight. And so I have clue 3 as well. So I'm going to see if it's in there. But my husband, for my birthday was just the other week, and he bought me a $125 gift card to Cotton Cuts. So that's exciting. I bought, and I've never shopped at Cotton Cuts before. Like other than the mystery quilt. I could have kept it for my mystery quilt maybe, or for next year's and used it to like pre-buy or whatever, but I didn't. I spent it. But Cotton Cuts has like mystery bolts and stuff, not bolts, mystery fat quarters and half yards, pretty cheap, I feel. I'm gonna be honest. Like I feel like it is pretty inexpensive. For their mystery. I'm trying to make sure I'm like looking at it right. Okay. For their mystery stuff and their mystery ends or whatever. So I got, because I've never had Ruby Star Society fabric, I bought a Ruby Star fat quarter bundle, I want to say, or perhaps it was a half yard bundle. I don't remember. It was cheap. It was like $27. And then I think I bought a Halloween half yard bundle, mystery half yard bundle, 6 half yards for $30 or 27, or I don't know. And then I just bought a mystery fat quarter bundle for $30. I can't remember how many were in there because it was like at the offer at the top of the page. Excuse me, when I checked out. And so I was like, that's pretty cool. And I wound up buying, I think I bought like 3 things. But anyway, or I don't even know how much I bought. I have to go look. It was, yeah, I thought that their mystery, good thing you can't see, I'm struggling real hard right here. I bought a couple of their mystery bundles to try out. So we'll see. We'll see. And then my daughter bought me $50 to Happy Little Stitch Shop, which is where I get my Fat Quarter and Friends from. So that I like that. I'm gonna buy. Oh my god! Ooh, these things are so hot. I'm gonna buy a yeah, okay. I'm gonna buy, I think, a layer cake from there because there's this pattern I bought at the quilt show back in February called I don't remember what it's called, but it's from the Tipsy Needle, and it's the quilt the quilt kit they had on display used Lori fabrics, and I really liked it. It was real cute, and it's essentially what is it called? Layer cake something or other. Anyway, super cute. If I remember to insert a picture, editing me, remember to insert a picture. Um, I will, and I'll show you what it is, and I want to use it. It kind of reminds me of Spangled from Kim Deal. Broskies. Really? Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to, I don't know how, well, I guess if there's another one right there, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll leave it. I'm gonna leave it because, although because I feel like that one hit better. This one is hitting low. Yeah, I'm gonna rip it. Okay. Anyway, anyway, the I didn't buy the quilt kit because I was trying not to spend like a ton of money. I have so many quilt kits, it's like ridiculous. But anyway, um, so I bought the pattern. I'm still waiting for because I wanted the strawberry pattern and they didn't have it anymore. The single pattern, they only had it in the kit, and I wasn't going to buy the kit because the kit was not the price that I wanted. And like I said, I wasn't really looking to buy any more kits, really. And so they were like, "We'll ship it to you from store." I said, "Cool, cool, cool." They haven't gotten any more from the pattern maker, so I'm annoyed at that because I'm like, it's April. What the heck, guys? So I don't know. I emailed them and they're like, "We're waiting," which I get, and I'm not trying to be rude in any way. I just want to know where my money is, or what my pattern is. Because if not, just refund me my money and I'll go buy it like from the pattern person, the pattern maker herself, because she has versions. She has digital options on her website. So anyway, oh, I can see what happened here. I'm gonna have to probably rip it again. Let's see how that one looks. That one is also a little too low for me. Lord help me. In other news, I ordered a Hera marker / point turner on Amazon because I have two. Okay, I have two from Clover that I have purchased, and I have another point turner that I purchased from Joann's a while ago, and I cannot suddenly find like any of them. I'm really annoyed. So I bought one because it was like $7. They sent me three. So, you know. And I was like just thinking, I was so annoyed because I went to go look. Because when I opened it, I was like, did I get a 3-pack? Like, that was pretty cheap for $7 or $7.99 or whatever I paid for it. And I was about to be annoyed because when I went to go look on the page, it was cheaper today than it was yesterday. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to be quiet. So now I have 3 point turners. Okay, I'm just going to live with it at this point. Now I have 3 point turners, and that's better than a girl can ask for. So that's fantastic for me. I'll take it. And so I told my daughter, oh, you can have one now. Okay. Oh, Lord, this is hot. Okay. So I'm going to need this. This is like hella complicated. Did I miss a step on this? I said I'm on the wrong freaking. No, this is right. So then if I flip it like this, broskies, broskies. I do not care in which way that you tell me. Huh? Ooh la la, I'm having a heart attack. Okay. Let me pull all my pieces out here. And I'm missing. Oh, she right here. Okay. F, E, and E. Okay, this is this way. See, girlfriend, that this this will never eat unless it's this one. Okay, maybe. Okay, Michelle, let's read. Here we go. Okay. And then sorry guys, I'm losing it a little bit. Okay. I told you I'm still fighting the demons from not sleeping. Okay, like this. And then not you. Not you. Not you. You. Okay, now I have officially lost the plot. Because where's the other one I just had? Do you see how I'm losing things left and right? No, this has to. Did I miss a step? No. E, A. Okay. Okay. I think it's like this. This feels E, A, B, A, E, B, A, F, E, E. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna go for it and let's see what happens. What in the hold on. Hold on. Why am I sewing at weird angles? Why is there we go. Okay. No, not weird angles. I'm see, and then like I pressed how they said, but now my seams are not nesting, guys. It's okay. We will, in fact, be okay. Should probably sew from this side so that I can catch my points, so I don't like sew over or like chew my points. This is gonna be a thickie. This is gonna be kind of thick to go over. I don't have my purple thing, which is not purple. It's green or orange or whatever color teal that I have because I don't believe in name brands. No, just kidding. I found a cheap option, so I used it. Okay. This goes to this one. You can hang out over here. Okay, let's try this again. I don't have my pins either. Good Lord. Good Lord. So I don't know if anybody else is participating in that mystery 50 quilt that is like going around. I know Cotton Cuts is doing it, and they're doing it with, they had some quilt kits available where you could buy the pre-cuts or whatever. And then you could also shop your stash. And they had a whole live on it. It was actually, I kind of watched some of it. It's pretty interesting. So, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I have learned that I cannot sew straight. Okay, we're gonna fix that. Let me back out. Um, I don't know. Oh, shoot, that's fine. Sometimes I just have to sit them out. You know, you just gotta sit some of them out. Wow, that's really off. Did I lose my point? Eek. I'm gonna rip it. Let's see what I can do with this. Um, and like do things that like make me excited. So I'm working my way through patterns that I have because I have a ton of patterns. If there's one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy, oh my God, this is the only part I don't like about doing this is sometimes they rip okay, but sometimes they don't. So I'm just going to ignore that. And I'm just going to sew right over that. Oops, we're just going to ignore that I did that and work. There we go. Oh, look, it works now. We're matched. It's fine. I thought about bringing up my other sewing machine, the one that's in the table up here, because it's a workhorse. She's a little workhorse. Okay, we're okay. My point is, mm, have you ever, have you guys watched, yeah, it's going that way. If you've watched, uh, Troop Beverly Hills, the Troop Beverly Hills, when, there's a scene, and I can't remember what they're making, and the girls are like, Shelley Long cooked something. She cooked something, right? And they're like, she's like, how is it? And they're like, it's delicious. They're not swallowing it or anything. That's how I feel sometimes with these points. Look at my duck lip. Ugh, broski. That's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, she looks okay. We look nice. You don't look nice. It's fine though. In the grand scheme of things, I'm using, these are just to be used. You know what I mean? Like I'm wanting to use these quilts. I'm not, if I wanted perfection, I would never quilt a day in my life because you just can't be, I can't focus. See, these suckers line up. What the heck? What the hell? Um, I just can't focus on imperfections. And I'm not talking about like gross imperfections. Like obviously if my seam is like way off or whatever, I'm going to fix that. But generally speaking, I'm not trying to sit here and like nitpick, you know, a little itty bitty thing because as you saw, I almost ripped that fabric and I'm not going to fight. I don't have an oops kit. Sometimes these bias edges just don't want to cooperate with me. So anyway, I just kind of exist in life. Yo. So anyway, it be what it be, guys, and nobody's gonna sit there. And if you are, don't look at my quilt. Sorry, I swear. Okay, bro, this is hot. Is this correct? This is correct. I also give props to these people because they just be making these quilts and they look good. I don't even know how. I don't know how because to me it's a mystery. I don't think I did the other one right. I don't know. Okay. You wanna talk about mother? Sorry. Something happened and that just came to my mind. You wanna talk about mothers? Easter's coming up. What is everybody doing for Easter? We don't really like quote unquote participate in Easter anymore in a religious way. Um, so like we don't go to church or anything like that. And I'm probably just gonna make a ham here at the house, have the kids over, whatever. Maybe I don't know which kid wants to come over and call it a day. We ain't having deviled. No, just kidding. Not having no deviled eggs at this one. Okay, and then this one goes out here. It's too expensive. Let me tell y'all, okay, I freaking was gonna buy eggs the other day and I said no thank you at $5 and I have yet to go to Sam's to see how much the eggs are or Costco. Okay, so here's one unit. Looks like a flying geese. Looks like there's gonna be a big square. I bet you it's gonna butt up against it. There's gonna be another square in here and it's gonna butt up. Okay. Calling it. We're not talking about that. Calling it. Band name called it. Okay. Two of these. B, D, and C. Okay. I still haven't gone down and gotten my mat. B is these guys. Two of you. One of you. Oh no, I need all four of these guys. I'm making two. Two and two. Okay. So yeah. I don't know what y'all do for Easter or don't do for Easter. I've been watching Dollar Tree dinners. She's so good. And she made an Easter meal already, and it looked okay. Luckily, we are not in a financial situation that I need to worry about that, but nice, right, to have as a thought that you can definitely make something nice. There are plenty of people who are not able to be in that situation. I bet you this is gonna go somewhere in there. Calling it band name called it. I always think of that. Number two. Okay. But yeah, she did her Dollar Tree dinner. She did a Taco Bell thing too. So it was pretty cool. She made a bunch of Taco Bell meals. Yeah. She made a bunch of Taco Bell meals. Or inspired in the old retired ones. And I'm like, where's the chili cheese burrito, girl? I know it's just chili and cheese, but like the taco meat with chili, or I don't even know. I don't know. I'm sure it was different meat, but the way I used to eat those when they were like 79 cents, top tier. I don't know if I told y'all, but my serger has been at the repair shop now for a couple of weeks. Oh Lord, they've been busy because my husband took it February, I don't remember, whatever, March, early March or something like that. And they call, like I know that they call, but I hadn't heard from them, and I was like, I couldn't remember when he took it was really my issue because I was like, well, am I still like in that 6 to 8 week time frame? And it's funny because usually they'll tell me, oh, he's 59,000 weeks out, and then he calls me in 2 weeks. But this time he was really busy. They've been really busy. So I just called and I was like, hi, I was just checking to see. I said, my husband dropped off my serger. I don't remember when he dropped it off, so I don't know where like I am necessarily like, on the list as far as like, am I close to the 6 weeks or not? And so she was lovely on the phone. And she's like, what's your name? What's your phone number? So I give her my name and phone number. And so then she was like, oh, there's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 machines ahead of yours. He'll call you when he's ready. I was like, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. First of all, I called. I was calling and calling and calling, and they didn't answer. So like I kept calling, and then when they did answer, she wasn't like, hi, this is a sewing machine shop. She didn't say nothing, and then she hung up on me, and I was like, oh, okay. So I called back, and then I called again, and again she didn't say anything, and I was like, hi. So I called and I was like, hi, is this the sewing machine shop? And she was like, yes. And so I was like, okay. And even my daughter was like, that was the most aggressive, don't call us, we'll call you. So anyway, I wasn't asking for special treatment, to clarify, okay? I just wanted to know, did they still have it? Because I'm like, have you been trying to call me and I'm not getting my messages or whatever, right? Like, I just want to make sure I'm not missing you guys. And so anyway, he calls me back a couple days later. For the record, I bought this serger used, and it worked just fine. Like I hadn't had any problems with it per se. I took it in because what was going on was my fourth looper. I cannot remember. I feel like, oh no, this might have been from the failed video. But anyway, my fourth, when you look at a serger, right, it goes like 1, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this one, number 4, was not staying in the loop. And I hadn't had a problem because I made, when I went to that sewing shop, they had a serger class. And it was like make a blanket using a serger in, I don't know, an hour. I can't remember what it was. There's a video. It's pretty cool. And so the only thing was they're like, you either have to have a serger or you're gonna have to like make sure you have a walking foot, because the whole point is it's supposed to be fast. It's really cute. I use it on the back of my chair. I still have that. No, wait. Yeah, I think it's still in the back of my chair. I was like, did I give it to my daughter? I did not. It's still in the back of my chair. So I made it. And what you do essentially is you take your piece of fabric and you cut it. I think it's all width of fabric. If I find the video, I'll link it down below so you can watch it. It's pretty cool. But anyway, you take the cut of fabric. So you cut however many strips wide. Now, the whole point is that you make it with the serger. So you're not piecing things together and you're not like doing any of that. So essentially it's a baby blanket, super fast. But you cut each piece and you can make the front and the back the same, or you don't have to. You can, like I did 1 and 1, and you sandwich back of the quilt, a layer of batting, front of the quilt, or whatever, right? Like a sandwich. And you run it through your serger and it catches it all and it seals in that edge. And obviously, right? Kind of quilt as you go. Basically, it's a quilt as you go. And so all the pieces are basically the same width. You probably could add on to it, but now you're piecing pieces together, and that was like the whole point, which is like super great for a baby shower. And then once you're done, you don't even have to really quilt it because your pieces are serged together. And you don't really have to quilt it unless you wanted to. I think I did so I could practice free motion. Spoiler alert, it was ugly. I will see if I can't go take a video of it, maybe and insert it here in a little bit. Another one. And so anyway, you do that, right? And then that's how you make the quilt and stuff like that. So it was working fine. All this just to say it was working just fine. Okay, my serger was working a-okay, not a problem, not a care in the world. I changed the settings out of just one day to finish this romper I was trying to make my daughter, and it turned out terrible. If anybody's wondering, there will not be a video or a picture of that. And for the knit fabric, and it was terrible. And so then I was like, screw this, I'm going back because I wanted to make I have this Halloween sweater that's too tight, so I wanted to put the flannel sleeves on it to make it like bigger. And I was like, well, I'll use my serger for that because I freaking have a serger. So I do that. I go and I change the settings, and now the fourth looper is not working. And I'm like, what the hell? So I tell my husband, I was like, hey, can you drop this off? So he did. So anyway, all that to say that that's why she's at the shop. So why say a story in 5 words when I can tell you in 300? Um, so he calls me back. The tech calls me back, and I didn't answer because I was busy. Leaves me a voicemail, and basically he tells me that it does need a cleaning, which I knew because I hadn't cleaned it at all. I don't think I cleaned it at all. When I bought it, I was so scared of it, and I haven't cleaned it since. And the real issue is the cleaning will help with the looper, that thread being in the looper. Anyway, and that I need to. What happened is my faceplate is broken. There's some pins in there, and that's part of the problem. And so it's like $70 for the faceplate to be fixed, which is fine. Because I am a reduce, reuse, recycle kind of girl, right? I'm not, here for, and I realize the price that I'm paying. Yeah, I could just go buy a brand new one or whatever. But why? I have one and it works just fine. Well, works just fine. But truthfully, it's like I could just save it and then I don't have to worry about it. I won't have to get it serviced for a while. She'll be okay. But yeah, so essentially that's where I'm at. Now I'm just waiting. He says he's got to order the plate, and he'll let me know when it's ready. And I was like, cool, cool, cool. Thank you. But here's what wound up happening. So he leaves me the voicemail, and I called him back on my way home from work, and I was like, hi, yes. So and so called me to talk to me about my serger, and I just wanted, and I kid you not, the lady goes, did you listen to the message? And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm calling you back, because I listened to the message and I'm going to tell him I want him to proceed with fixing it. Yes, Nurse Ratchet, I did listen to the message. And I said, yes, I listened to the message. And I said, just let him know that I am okay. He can proceed. So she takes down all my information or whatever. And nicely enough, he calls me back and he's like, hi, whatever, my name, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, thanks for returning my call. And he's like, I just want to make sure. I was like, yeah, no, it's totally fine. Whatever it costs, I don't care. Not what I don't care, but I knew what the cost was going to be. And I was like, that's totally fine. Just go ahead. So he's like, okay, great. He's like, I'll order that plate and I'll get it. And I'll give you a call when it's done. I was like, awesome. Thank you. But I'm just like, you think no, I didn't. That's why do you think I said so-and-so called me to talk to me about the search? Like, are you listening to me? I don't know. That lady just is not, she should not be. And I wonder because they have 2 locations. And I've talked to her at the other location, the one near my work. And I've gone in there, and what happened is I bought this, the Simplicity. I bought it used, the Simplicity thing. What is it called? Bias tape maker. And it wasn't working. So I called the store, and I said, hi, this is what I have. Do you think, if you can look at it or not or whatever? And the lady, who was a nicer lady I spoke to, said, yeah, bring it down. They'll look at it. They'll let you know. I said, cool, cool, cool. So I go in and I go to drop it off. And she's like, who told you that? And I was like, I don't remember. I didn't get their name. I said, but I explained what I had. And I said, I understand if you guys can't fix it or whatever. I was like, I just was wondering because I wanted to just know for myself, whatever. But I'm just like, so I think it's the same lady and she's working at the other store. But she is so pleasant on the phone. I don't know why they don't have more of her. Um, they should have 100 of her. No, please don't. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I kind of hate that. I work in customer service too, to an extent. And so to me, to like talk to people like that, I just don't, I don't understand, you know? And trust me, I have left 100 voicemails and I know people do not listen to their voicemails. Like, I understand. Okay. I get it because inevitably I call someone, I leave them a detailed voicemail, right? I'm like, hi, this is so and so. I'm work here. This is, I want to tell you, blah, 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 blah. And they literally will call me right back, which means I know they did not listen to my voicemail. And they're like, hi, I missed a call from this number. So I just tell them the spiel again. Only time I have ever said anything to anybody was when I called someone and they told me, well, I haven't heard back from you. And I was like, well, I left you a detailed voicemail. Like, that's the only time I've ever been like that with somebody, was because you're not going to call me out and tell me I didn't call you and leave you a voicemail and then come to my office and complain about the fact that you hadn't heard back from me. Like, did you listen to your voicemail? Because I left you a voicemail. So, anyway, Betty Sue Ratchet over there working at the sewing repair shop, she needs to chill. And that's, I get why a lot of people don't like the old, like the sewing, the like quilt shops, because it just not every single one. Like, there's several quilt shops here in town, and for the most part, I like them. They're great. But this one was like, girl, chill. It was ruined when she bought it. Um. Anyway. So yeah, I when I went into another repair place, because they have a showroom too with fabric. I was like, "Hi, I'm looking for." So I still got to make my Taylor Swift themed guitar quilt, and I bought all the fabric from Fat Quarter Shop already. But they, for midnights, I was gonna use it was called Prussian Blue from Kona Cotton, okay, and um, I waited too long to order it, and they didn't have it, and I'd already ordered everything I was gonna order, so to speak. Plus, their shipping's like $5, which is fine, but I didn't want to spend like $14, $15. Actually, what is it? It's $7.50 or $7.99 for the yard, and then $5 to ship, right? So, and I don't need a yard. I think I only need like half a yard. But anyway, so I wasn't gonna spend that money basically so that I could, buy this fabric. So I went to the other quilt store and I'm walking around looking and I'm like, okay, well, I didn't see that they had Robert Kaufman, but that doesn't mean that they don't necessarily have it. So I'm waiting, walking around. I was on my lunch break and I'm just like hanging out or whatever. And so then somebody was like, oh, can I help you? And I said, yes. Do you guys have a color, or do you carry Kona cotton? I'm looking for a color called Prussian Blue. And first of all, the lady's like, hold on. And she's like, do we carry Kona cotton? I was like, oh, okay, cool. Cool. We don't even know what we're carrying. And they're like, no, we carry, what do they carry? Moda, Bella? I don't remember. Anyway, not Kona. Okay, so not Kona. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. And so I was going to ask them, do you have a color similar, and try to show it to them. And they just walked away from me. Like, okay, well, you're done here. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just a regular person. I don't freaking want help or anything. It's fine. But like, to me, I'm just like, And they didn't have any prices on like any of their notions or anything. So that like irritates me too because I'm like, if I wanted to buy a ruler, I was looking at the Stripology, Creative Grid Stripology, because I have one my friend bought me. And it works fantastically, but it is small. It's like a 12 by 12. So I was looking at the Stripology one, and because I wanted a bigger one. Oh shoot, that sucker's been in there a while. So I was looking at the Stripology one to see if it was worth it because it's like $80, broskies. Okay, $78. I will get it if I wind up getting more money for like Christmas or my birthday or whatever, my anniversary from a quilt store. I'm gonna buy it. But anyway, so but they didn't have any prices. They didn't have prices on any of their notions or patterns. So I'm like, well, how much is all this crap? Like, what the heck, guys? So that annoyed me, number one. And then that's I think like the biggest complaint a lot of people have about local quilt stores is like you go in there and I'm not young, okay? I'm not 25 or anything. And I don't feel like I look 26 or 18. Like I look kind of like a person who might quilt. So I'm like, okay, but it's just this idea of like, instead of saying, oh, what color are you looking for? Let me see what I can find for you. Maybe I can help you find it, whatever. It was just instantly like, well, we don't carry it. And then that was that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then the other quilt store was carrying Kona, but they stopped. They went, I guess Robert Kaufman's like too expensive, which I understand, okay? There's no judgment for me. Everything is expensive. With these stupid tariffs, everything is going to be more expensive. But I'm just like, we can't ask. We can't say, hey guys, what are you looking for? Let me find what you need. No, instead we don't have it by. So I don't know. But they do carry Lori Holt at the second one, though no price tag place. So I may go back there anyway to buy like some yardage because I was looking at making the quilted snowman. I have the pattern, and I could probably buy some yardage there instead of somewhere else. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't decided. Like I said, I have so many to be quilts, to be made quilts. I need to work on. I did find it, by the way, my pattern for the Pacific quilt. So I'm excited for that. Okay. Oh, I'm not even done. Broskies. What do I need to make? Two of these. Oh, and two of these. I was like, where are they getting these? Okay, D for E and E for C. Okay. Anyway, I'm also fighting. Yeah, I'm fighting my sleep right now because I'm tired from record store day. I'm already at 45 minutes plus the other times. These large clues take forever. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Fine. I really want a Juki so I could just like zoom. Just kidding. I'll never go that fast. I have been looking at maybe getting another machine. I know I talked in my last video how I'm not really looking for like another machine, but I saw, what did I see? Somebody had a baby lock, which I wouldn't mind because baby locks are pretty nice. They had a baby lock machine on Facebook Marketplace. I am trying to find another one of these for my oldest because I think I said this one technically is kind of hers or whatever. Um, and I have appropriated it, but I'm trying to find another one like it because I know she would enjoy it. Although what's hilarious to me is that I think I told you guys I gave her the one that my husband had bought me. And that thing is so freaking quiet. And this thing is like, honk, honk. And I'm like, bro, I treat you nicely. I oil you regularly. I probably over oil you. I got you maintenance. Like, what is your problem? Why are you so loud? Um, I should bring my auto reel up here. Is what I should work on. But I've already started. One thing I learned from the mystery quilt was they were like, when you start, whatever you start with, use that machine all the time. The consistency, that's all that like they talk about, is like that's what you need to worry about, is being consistent with like your stitch length, your seam allowance. They say like to do a scant, and I'm over here doing like a full. And she's like, all that really matters is that you just be consistent in what you're doing. So if you're always doing a full 1/4 inch seam, just do the full 1/4 inch seam each time. It's not like a huge problem. And I'm like, cool, thank you. So saves me a hassle. I don't feel like I'm doing it wrong. I was gonna try to do the other video, but I did jump. I lost my bobbin. Okay. Probably need to clean this out. BRB. Okay, so I somehow lost the last 20 minutes of the video, and I deleted it from my phone because I needed the storage space. And I was like, it's fine because I've already uploaded it. Anyway, so sorry for the abrupt like ending, but these are the units that I made. There's 2 of those. And I apologize because I don't know what I was talking about. I can't finish that story. I just was like going to export it, and then it was like, hey, you have missing media. I was like, oh. So anyway, and then there's these and these guys. So yeah, that is Freebird. Clue number 2. Clue number 2. Anyway, see y'all on the flip side.